This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
Yo!
And we are finally back, bringing you Ardyn Part 2. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
We
had important things in between.
Yeah, we did. I'm starting to get my finalize my new setup and everything. So, before I get back into Ardyn, do I sound better?
It sounds the exact same. I didn't notice anything last week.
Okay, cool. So not as echoey and all that fun stuff.
I don't hear anybody screaming in the background.
Cool. That works. That works. So, so where we left off with Ardyn was literally him killing Luna Freya.
Yeah.
Oh no. Honestly, when it happened, it's like, oh, well, that sucks, because I had no connection to her. We saw her, total of 15 minutes prior to that?
It was more inconvenient. It was like, we went all this way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I came over here to wed this woman, and now she's dead. Well, damn.
Yeah, it's about the extent of the emotion.
At least for the player. Noctis, different story, but still, for the player.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't really.
It's hard to tell with him.
That's a good point. So, moving back into Ardyn's story. So, during episode Ignis, Ardyn poses as Gladius when coming across Noctis' friend Ignis, and Ravus on the remains of the altar of the Tide Mother shortly after the latter's rampage upon seeing his sister deceased. Though Ignis is fooled at first, Ravus sees through the disguise and makes a futile attack. The two are detained by magic soldiers while Ardyn gloats and threatens to kill Noctis. He offers Ignis the chance to join him and claims that he has no point in a world that only ever disappoints you, not minding ending it right here. Ravus stops Ardyn from plunging his dagger into Noctis' unconscious body, causing Ardyn to blast Ravus into the altar with his demonic energy before again imploring Ignis to join him. So, him just trying to manipulate everyone around him.
It is weird that he's going, he made the effort to make sure Noctis gets powered up so he can fight him, but then he wants to kill him at this point. This is a DLC, so...
Correct. This is episode Ignis is one of the 4 DLCs.
Yeah, so I don't know if it exactly...
You have the Prompto, Gladius, Ignis, and then they did an episode of Ardyn, which was, his backstory and stuff, so...
Yeah, so I don't know if this is with the same team and everything. I don't know, because the development was wonky, so they could have had a whole different motivation.
Development for this game was wonky. So, Ignis, refusing, shakes off the soldier's hold and adorns the ring of Lucy, a magical royal heirloom, blah blah blah, gains from the unconscious Noctis. So certain that the old kings would reject Ignis, Ardyn is shocked when he's empowered by the ring. Ardyn duels Ignis without using his full Cinetic's powers. Once the ring's enchantment wears off and Ignis loses his sight, Ardyn takes his leave.
Yeah. So that's how he
gets
goes blind.
like,
he puts on the ring, which wasn't meant for him, and then
which doesn't like show you in the main game. He's like, "Oh, I'm blind." It's like, how? What? How?
Yeah, he just wakes up. If you don't play the DLC, you're just like, "Oh yeah, he's blind now." You're like, "What?"
Yeah.
This
After
is
he
the guy
leaves
who
the party
drives
and comes
everywhere.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know how I liked about this, but
Yeah.
so
Our chauffeur is now blind.
Yep. So, without the Oracle holding back the Star Scourge, Eos is plunged into further crisis. Ravus is blamed for failing to prevent Leviathan's rampage in Altesia and is sentenced to death. Ravus confronts the Scourge-infected Emperor, but loses and is soon killed by Ardyn, masquerading as Noctis. As soon as told in Arania as part of Dawn of the Future, Ardyn destroys Gralia, the capital city of Niflheim, by unleashing daemons, rogue MTs, and a diamond weapon upon it. He publicly proclaims it is the final day of the Empire, as the Emperor is dying without an heir. He is confronted by Arania?
I think it's Arnea.
Arnea, okay. This game's words and spelling.
It's not the worst of them all, but yeah,
Golden
it's got
Key.
some.
Are you starts with a Q?
Yeah, yeah.
But easily deflexor. Ardyn plans to have the diamond weapon transported to Tenebrae, but Arenia destroys it. So, okay.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
My bestest chef boy goes blind. Arenia? It's pronounced
Is it Ariana?
Ariana.
We're not falling for this. Don't try and pull this on us again.
Yeah, no, please don't. So after Noctis, in his retinue, recover the katana of the warrior from Fondia Castillo. Ardyn follows them to enter a train. He appears before Noctis as the train rides to Gralia and torments him, tricking him into pursuing Prompto. Ardyn creates illusion to briefly switch appearances with Prompto, causing Noctis to push his friend off of the train. Noctis later meets Ariana in Tenebrae and learns that Ardyn has been left in charge of a chaotic empire as the other higher-ups are gone. Oh, it's a joke. God, you guys.
That's what I was saying. We're not going to fall for it again, and then you fell for it.
Aranea? Okay. I'm gonna pronounce it how I pronounce it, and you guys can yell at me later.
And Geo.
So, as depicted in episode of Prompto, following the Fuzz fall from the train, Prompto is brought to Niflheim's first Magitech production facility run by Vestal Bethisia. I don't like this guy. When Prompto assesses the facility using his ID tattoo, Ardyn appears and reveals that the facility is Prompto's birthplace. After returning Prompto's gun and cryptically hinting at his past, Ardyn encourages seek out Versal, and tape recordings scattered throughout the facility reveal that Ardyn helped Versal create the Magitech infantry, and Versal's credits Ardyn's cooperation for developing a way to transfer one's ego and consciousness into Magitech armor. So,
Right.
This is full on. God, what's the guy from Seven?
Hojo.
Hojo, thank you.
Yeah, got a lot of similarities. There's a lot of evil scientists in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and they're not good people. They should just die. But anyway, Prompto learns that he's a clone created by Vestal. Confronting a mutating Vestal, Prompto kills him, and Ardyn taunts him about his patricide over the speaker system. Prompto later enters an illusion where he is hunted by Noctis while appearing as an MT, but whether this is a projection of his own mind or an illusion created by Ardyn is ambiguous. After Prompto and Izunia defeated Vostol's Magitech incarnation, a content Ardyn watches Prompto right towards Gralia.
So Prompto is a robot clone, basically.
Yeah. Which kind of is weird. And honestly, like, I didn't really get any of that when I played this, and it's like, okay, this, you guys trying to do like a VV thing here? Like, what the hell?
To a lesser extent, I guess so.
I mean, right? Yeah, but all the robots, he was the most human. That's true. That is true, Riku. So as Noctis passes through, oh god, Gorif's Rift, the Glacian grants him this power. Ardyn accosts him, but Shiva freezes him solid, while Noctis, in a fit of anger, breaks Ardyn's body. Though frozen and shattered, Ardyn returns, revealing that he is immortal. He tells Noctis Prompto is being held captive in Gralia alongside the crystal and activates a device. Though not directly specified, this may be an activation of the Wallbreaker wave at Zegnatus Keep, which will soon disable Noctis's powers.
Yeah, it's the thing that knocks down. I think it's the one that knocks down the wall for the Noctis's city, wherever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in Gralia, Ardyn's dismembered voice taunts Noctis after he's separated from his allies, but at the same time guides Ignis and Gladius to him. It is implied that Ardyn allowed Ignis and Gladius open the vault to the Crystal Room to view a recording of Ravis first confronting the Emperor and then being killed by Ardyn. As he killed Ravis, Ardyn had mocked the former's desire to be true king and to save the world, yet being rejected. He also scattered the letters that Ravis had sent to Lunafreya about his corpse for Noctis to discover. And I see you guys in chat trying to bait me. It's not going to happen right now.
It'll come up, don't worry.
It will at some point. So after Noctis reunites with his friends, Ardyn has had them face Aldercap and the revived Ravis, both of whom they had turned into daemons. When Noctis is forced to abandon his friends to seek power from the crystal, Ardyn confronts him and reveals his true identity as Ardyn Lucius Callum, revealing himself to be Noctis's relative from the ancient past. As he watches the crystal absorb Noctis, Ardyn promises to wait for him and to return as the true king. As Noctis's friends arrive, they attempt to take Ardyn down, but he shrugs the blows and reveals the deformities sustained from the work as a healer. He heads to the ruins of the Insomnia's Citadel while reflecting on everything that transpired up to this point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bye, Pike. I'm so confused. I always imagine him as an evil uncle. Yeah, an evil unk. I mean, I can see that. Like, helping him out, and then, plot twist, I'm here to kill you.
Well, he was only helping him out to help himself out, but yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Which was in turn a terrible plan. So,
right? I don't get that. Like, I need to fight you at your strongest. It's like, do you though?
This is terrible Dragon Ball Z. No, this is what they do in there.
Yes, exactly what this happens in DBZ. Like, this
is
Goku and Cell.
Yes. Just do it when it's easy.
Stop it. I love the abridged version of DBZ, by the way, when Gohan goes on the rampage and just like, it's like, oh, I'm going to definitely not do what you do. Oh, I'm sorry if you hear a child.
That's fine. We're getting to Dragon Ball anyway.
Oh my god.
Getting off the rails.
I think my niece hit her head or something. So in the German localization, Ardyn says the Star Scourge originated from the Meteor of the Six during the Soliloquy at the end of chapter 13. Now, this is not stated outright in the other versions. The Japanese version simply states that a plague without a remedy became widespread. In the English version, he says an incurable scourge ravaged mankind.
Yeah. Would
Yeah,
have been nice if we got the German version of that where it actually gives
right.
you
And
detail.
no, Box Girl, we are not doing a DBZ podcast. That is not
Ah,
happening. No.
not yet.
So, with Lunafreya dead,
Just like that.
Noctis out of the way, Ardyn allows the Scar Scourge to spread and Daemons run amok in Eos for the next decade. In Final Fantasy XV Comrades, he confronts the newly revived Kingsglaive in his new abode, the Citadel in Izunia, and dispatches Ifrit to deal with them. After he disabled Ifrit, Ardyn congratulates the Glaives on wielding the power of kings as such an extent that they could force a god to retreat before leaving to prepare for a reception of his own.
Dun dun dun.
Right? So Ardyn has spent 10 years assimilating daemons to accumulate his powers, ready for the Battle of the King and the reawakened Noctis. He erects a barrier modeled after the wall around the Citadel, the only place where Noctis can fulfill the prophecy, and when Noctis and his friends arrive, Ardyn taunts how the barrier reminds him of Regis before teleporting away. After the party defeats Cerberus, Ardyn's demonic guard dog, Lunafreya's spirit summons the Astrals to break through the barrier. And this is the cool one, because this is where you see all the different summons come around, I'm pretty sure, and to break the barrier around the giant, like, skyscraper.
Yeah.
Which is, not gonna lie, is pretty freaking cool.
It is a cool scene. Yeah.
So in the Citadel's courtyard, Ardyn pits Noctis and his retinue against Ifrit. After defeating the Ephirian and with Bahamut and Shiva's aid, Noctis and his friends fight their way through some of the rulers of yore, who Ardyn has enslaved with the Star Scourge. Among with them Ardyn's brother, Somnus, the Mystic. After Noctis is triumphant, the Mystic asks for Noctis to release Ardyn from the thrall of darkness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, true king, help your enemy because it's the right thing to do.
Well, it's helping everybody.
True. Then you're not. Yeah, that's true. You are helping everyone. So in the Citadel's throne room, Ardyn confronts Noctis with the illusionary bodies of Lunafreya, Regis, Leandus, Illidus,
Whoa. I don't know.
and Nyx Ulrich, which Ardyn had generously displayed for his own amusement. Noctis orders Ardyn to step down from the throne, calling him a jester. Ardyn incapacitates Noctis' allies so they can face the rival king alone. During the fight, he taunts Noctis regarding his status as the true king and rants how Noctis being sealed away for 10 years was nothing compared to Ardyn himself, having been in darkness for a millennia.
He's not wrong there.
What
It is like 10 years compared to a 10, however long, 2,000 years or whatever.
2,000 plus whatever how long, like, it's been thousands of years for Ardyn. 10 years is like a wink of sleep for Ardyn at this point.
Yeah.
So in Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition offers extended dialogue, which is so weird, where Ardyn claims that the crystal is using Noctis. Noctis accepts it as it means that he can banish the darkness, saying that Ardyn himself is a slave to the dark, much removed from the kind and noble king that he used to be.
Yes, another instance of 15 putting important things in not easily accessible places.
Well, the Pocket Edition you can get on your phone, like today.
Yeah, but then you have to play as
all the way
Lotho's.
through it. Yeah, with really bad chibi art.
Yeah.
Because it looks so bad.
And on your phone. Ugh.
It's on your phone. That's true. No, it's also on Switch, actually. Now that I think about it, it is on Switch. It might be. I think it's also on consoles, if I'm not mistaken.
Why would you ever?
Oh my god, Riku. Yeah, that does look like a Lala. Oh my god. So, overpowered by Noctis, Ardyn accepts defeat and says that he will await Noctis in the Beyond before his body vanishes. Noctis gives his life to face Ardyn in the realm between life and death, where Lunafreya's spirit reveals Ardyn's true form. Noctis uses the Ring of Lucy to summon the kings of Yore to finally destroy the Star Scourge within Ardyn. With both Noctis and Ardyn dead, the sun rises again. Whoa.
Or are they?
Or are they? Yeah, yeah, oh boy. Yeah, that's and there's more, and which there is. Holy crap! There's a lot of alternate endings I was not prepared for. With that said, let's take a quick mid break. Thank our patrons and new patrons, and we'll be right back.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name is Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
All right, welcome to the middle of the show. We talk about everything about the cast with nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here we want to thank all our amazing patrons, and especially technically two new patrons. One's not new, but hey. Well, thank you to Blue, I think is what you said is in the Discord, or Pike. I'm pretty sure it's Pike Minier, in our Discord, for becoming a Warrior Light, who is gifted with a Warrior Light tier, which is amazing. Thank you for finally being able to join us. It's going to be so much fun having another person on the podcast and talk about everything with Final Fantasy. And also a huge thank you to True Speak, who upgraded from Warrior Light to Ultima. Yeah, that means you get a weekly shout out now every single time we do an episode. So thank you so much, True Speak, and stay tuned. We might have you, maybe think of topics or something, because you're our first Ultima tier. So stay tuned for that.
Be ready.
Be ready. I mean, you already picked like half of the patron, it's either you or Riku that come out with all the patron stuff. So,
do it weekly. Oh, don't put that kind of pressure on us.
Because you're like, do it weekly. Drew has been cooking. Yes, he has. And so also, if you want to leave us ratings, reviews, you can go to Apple and Spotify, leave 5-star review on Apple with some words, or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud the next time of the show, which we do have some from Spotify. Nothing from Apple, because Apple sucks. I have Apple phones. Apple phones are great. Apple Podcasts as an app is not the best.
Shout out to my green bubbles.
Yeah. Wow. Are you Android?
I am. For life.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so back on our FF7 remake recap from Fearzilla 96. Great show, guys. I really just started listening to since 16 came out on Xbox. I personally haven't finished the remake for 7 because all the changes that kind of killed the magic for me. It's coming out on Xbox soon, so maybe I'll give it another shot. Keep up the great work from some random warrior of light. Hey, new listener, thanks to 16 on Xbox.
Shout out. 16 did something good.
Wow. Hey, I liked it. So, and then from Sephiroth Part 1, the mispronunciation of, oh God, how you say this name again? I don't want to.
No, say it.
Angiel? I don't remember. Name bothered me so much until it was corrected and they removed the A. It would be pronounced Angel, like you said, but it's not. But it's yeah, I can't pronounce that name to save my life. I'm sorry.
I wait for Riku in the chat.
Then we have one on Squall Leonhardt from Mike. Some corrections on Dissidia. There are 2 games for the PSP, not 13, and the NT version released in arcades and the PS4. The 2 PSP games have a storyline and RPG elements that give more of a story and small rehashing of characters mixed with some new original storyline. They are great games and have a lot of interactions between all the characters, but the NY version cut all the backstreet down and went the arena combat as sole focus because it was an arcade release. NT. Yeah, because NT was literally just a arena fighter. That's all it was. Sorry, the whole thing sent me out of the chair. I bet it did. And then we have one from Lava Guy 219 from on our patron chat, or our last week's episode of, was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
It was 2 weeks ago, but it was our last episode. Yeah.
Saying happy 2-year anniversary. You guys have a pleasure to listen to at work. Also, I'm glad Riku and Purple Archer brought up Trey and his Beyonce connection. It's still hilarious to me. My first favorite segment has still been the FF draft. Hope you guys do it again sometime, maybe with the patrons. Ooh,
could be an idea.
Because it was only you, me, and Trey that did that, right?
Yeah. That was the last minute one too. We didn't prepare
that's right.
at all.
We weren't prepared, and I was like, we need to think of a topic. And then
behind the scenes.
Yeah, right. And then you can also find us in a few different Discord servers. The Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Business Fun Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So go check all that out. All great stuff. All great fun. And then we don't really have much news. Well, actually, technically, we do have some news. So, here, let me pull something up real quick. It's going to be very
Not the
quick.
news I want.
Not the news you want. Well, the news you want will probably never happen.
Probably not at this point.
Which kind of sucks. Where is it? Where'd it go? Is it this episode or is it a different episode? Oh, here we go. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with an expanded free trial that you can play through the entirety of Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward and Stormblood expansion up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime? There you go. I did it. But no, for serious, 14 is getting a major update as of us recording this, so it's 7.3, which is going to be adding a bunch of stuff. So, yeah. Hey, we're getting chat bubbles finally in the overworld. So when you type something in chat, it's going to pop over your head, which is actually kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that. Gives more immersion to it.
On my screen.
Yeah, it's going to give more immersion. Final Fantasy
will
football.
Be wild. Don't make Ben talk about football.
I don't know anything about football.
Yeah.
Well, I do. I used to watch football in high school. That's about it.
That'll be a solo episode for me.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. But anyway, yeah, I don't have anything else from the mid break. Do you have anything?
I don't.
No. All right.
Not yet.
Well, let's get back into more of Ardyn.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his Perfect Bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Shop up to 40% off with minimum purchase and a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Plus, pay at your own pace starting at 0% APR with Affirm. Terms apply.
I love that new sounds.
It still sounds like it's underwater for me, but I'll take your word for it.
You can hear it in the when it posts. Hey, you can hear from the second anniversary episode that it's live now. You can listen to that before this one goes live. I'm so staying away from Riku, level up. Yes. Alright, so now we have the alternate endings. So, this is where it gets weird, in my opinion. So, we have Final Fantasy 15, Episode Ignis. So, if Ignis decides to follow Ardyn after facing him in Altizia, the latter takes him to Zagnala's Keep. When Ignis finds the crystal, he is apprehended by Ardyn, who claims to have lured Ignis there as bait for Noctis, whom he wants to inherit the crystal's power. Ardyn reveals his true identity as Ardyn Lucius Callum, who in the ancient times became the king of Lucius, but considers the title stolen from him by his jealous brother. Rendered immortal, Ardyn has lived for 2 millennia, awaiting the time to be revenged on the crystal and the bloodline that had discarded him. Ardyn defeats Ignis and is about to torture him to death due to Noctis being taking too long, but Ignis puts on the ring of Lucy and gains the power for the price of his own life.
Noctis is taking too long. Come on. Let's get this going.
Ignis disintegrates Ardyn's body, but as he is immortal, his return is inevitable. The dying Ignis is found by Noctis, Gladius, and Prompto, whom Ravis had brought to the keep. In this version of the events, the train ride through Niflheim never happens, and Prompto is never captured. Noctis asks for the crystal's power to save Ignis, and while he sleeps in the core for 10 years, the others return to Lucius.
Fantastic.
Yeah, still, dude, it gets weird. When Noctis returns, he and his retinue head to Insomnia, where he team up with Ravis to defeat Ardyn. They appear to have succeeded as the light returns to the world, yet Noctis does not die, and the Ring of Lucius does not shatter, with Noctis continuing the rule of Lucius from the Citadel. Whether this means the prophecy of the true king has been fulfilled, or if Ardyn's immortal soul still lingers and the Star Scourge can yet return is unknown. Final Fantasy 15 official works post that the Ignis devised a secret plan to destroy the immortal Ardyn, to drive out the darkness, and manage to surpass even the intent of the gods to bring forth another future.
Woo! So not only is he a fantastic cook, he's also a genius who can take down an immortal being.
Right, and save his best friend from dying.
Yeah.
So, hey, there you
There's
go.
No fun in that.
And now we get to Final Fantasy 15, The Dawn of the Future.
Oh boy.
Steven's favorite book.
Buckle up.
So Ardyn chooses to defy Bahamut and is tortured by a vision of Arya conjured by the Blade Keeper to inflict the maximum amount of pain. Upon return to his cell in Angel Guard. Is that right? Angel Guard? Yeah, okay, I said that right. Ardyn rejects the god's plans and vows to become strong enough to kill both the true king and the Astrals. Okay, fair.
So far, checks out.
When he waits for Noctis in the Citadel's throne room, to his surprise, the one who walks in is Lunafreya, resurrected to aid Bahamut. Knowing that Bahamut now seeks to purge Eos of life, Lunafreya intends to thwart his plan with Ardyn's cooperation, but Ardyn is uninterested in an alliance, not caring that Bahamut would destroy the world. So, fun. When Lunafreya When Lunafreya realizes Arya's wish to save him, he angrily summons Ifrit to kill her. Lunafreya absorbs the scourge from Ifrit and makes it a covenant with him. When Noctis arrives, Lunafreya has fully turned into a daemon, as her power to absorb the darkness is the same as Ardyn had used 2,000 years ago. Ardyn mocks them as Lunafreya attacks Noctis. So that's terrifying. I don't know. Yeah, no, thank you. Bahamut commands Lunafreya to unleash the darkness to power Terra Flare, his ultimate attack, which would destroy humanity and the other astrals. As the Citadel is raised in the sky to protect the crystal, Ardyn warps it to the knowledge that Noctis will try to reach Lunafreya. When Noctis arrives, Ardyn relates Lunafreya's plan to the Force Bahamut to unleash Terra Flare, while the other astrals would block, forcing the Blade Keeper into slumber, as the true death is impossible due to him existing within the crystal. Ardyn continues to be defiant, attacking Noctis after asking for the Ring of Lucy. Noctis realizes that Ardyn plans to use the power of the Kings of Yore to destroy Bahamut's spiritual self. Okay. Ardyn is defeated, but Noctis stops short of killing him. While he hates Ardyn, he concedes that he wishes to save him, and that his only salvation in death is death in defeating Bahamut. Ardyn doesn't care whether his will save humanity or not. He only wants revenge against the Blade Keeper. After being given permission from the Kings of Yore, led by Somnus, Noctis gives Ardyn the ring. As Noctis and the other astrals fight Bahamut's physical form, Ardyn ascends the throne and undergoes the ritual to travel to the beyond, just as Noctis would have done. The final blow is delivered by Somnus' spirit. Now in the spirit world, Ardyn summons the power of Providence and destroys Bahamut there. Before his soul disintegrates, Ardyn laments that everyone will forget him. Arya speaks to him for one last time, vowing to remember him always. In his last moment, he asks her to always be with him and hears her reply before fading away. Noctis and Lunafreya hold a funeral for Ardyn and Insomnia, declaring him the true founder, King of Lucius.
I hate this.
Where this should have been the original ending.
Allegedly, yeah, before they figured out that it's...
Before they had the disaster of a freaking development. Yeah.
Go back and listen to the Noctis episode if you want to hear the full fever dream that was.
Oh my god, there was a
Dawn
lot.
of the Future.
Ardyn doesn't have much of a point as Noctis did. Holy crap. So he does have other appearances, of course, because Final Fantasy. He is a DLC character in Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. Ardyn appears as a playable character. Prior to his debut, he was mentioned by the name in Act 2, Chapter 10 in Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnium. In Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, Ardyn appears as some old vision, although at the moment he is only available in the Japanese version of the game.
Which is dead.
Which this game's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. He's not available anywhere.
No. In Dissidia, that's about it.
Yeah.
We have Mobius Final Fantasy. One of Ardyn's ability is Sword of the Wise, the first royal arm, and that the player earns in Final Fantasy 15. Which is also a game. No, that's gone. Mobius is gone. The only mobile game they have in Final Fantasy now is Ever Crisis. That is it.
Oh, well, they're working on that for
sucks.
Sure. Well,
and then Assassin's Creed Origins.
Because why not?
Because what the hell? Ardyn appears briefly at the end of a quest, A Gift from the Gods. Sealed in the underground tomb, Bayek releases Ardyn and hides as he steps forward. Bahamut swoops down and casts the ultimate sword, surrounding Ardyn and the blades and drawing him up in a pillar of light. Carvings of him also decorate the tomb.
Have you played this?
I have played this.
Have you done this?
I have done this. I have done this quest in Origins, and oh my god, is it freaking weird. It doesn't make any. Obviously, it doesn't make sense because this obviously doesn't track at all. Now you get the Ultima Sword, I think, for Bayek to use as a weapon, and you get, I believe, a shield and a sword. I was like, okay, and they're also definitely themed over Final Fantasy 15's mechanical look and engine style stuff. And I was like, okay, but why? Like, this made no sense to me. They did a crossover. This was the crossover in Assassin's Creed where they did this quest, and not gonna lie, the cutscene's cool. seeing Ardyn appear, and then you see Bahamut. Well, that was awesome. But that's it. Bayek literally does not talk to them at all.
I don't understand the cross.
Well, so in Final Fantasy 15, they did a crossover event with Assassin's Creed in that game to where they have the Assassin's Fest. Or the Assassin's Festival, where you can dress up as an assassin. It was just, Final Fantasy 15 was doing just a bunch of cross promotions and crossovers like crazy. It didn't make sense. Like the 14 one makes sense. 14, it's Final Fantasy, and the way they portrayed it just sounded like, hey, it's in the multiverse of Final Fantasy. Of course, this makes sense. Assassin's Creed though makes zero sense. You're talking. I don't hear you.
Oh, no. Nothing.
There we go.
Okay, I was gonna say the 14 quest is actually cool, or the 15.
No, yeah, I've done the 15 one in 14 and vice versa, which is really
cool. Where you
cool.
fight Garuda. Yeah.
Yeah, you fight the. So in 14 you fight the Garuda from 15.
Yeah.
And then vice versa.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. And then vice versa. In 15, you fight the Garuda of 14.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And, makes somewhat of a sense lore-wise for Final Fantasy. Assassin's Creed, though. Because why the hell not?
Because money.
Probably. Not going to lie. Probably needed to do something to keep the game alive. And they were doing, they kind of... It was not live service, but they were doing some live service. Like the event for Assassin's Creed was a limited event. Now you can play it full time in the game after they did an update to where you can do it. You can activate it whenever. But
I think
when the game originally when you get the game the game originally came out, you only had a limited window to play this.
Yeah, I'm the same as Fox Girl. I played the 14 quest in 15 also before I played 14, so I was like, well, this is weird, but it's cool.
Mm-hmm. And then you play it in 14 with the. Did you play the 15 event in 14?
No, I wasn't playing yet.
What was it? It was going on last year.
Yeah, but that was probably during my break. I took a break.
That might have been.
I didn't do it.
Well, I'll come back. They'll bring it back.
It'll be back around. Yeah.
I'm just currently saving up MGP just so I can get the freaking Regalia mount. Because you have to get 500,000.
Drive around with people.
And it has its flight mode too, which is cool.
Yeah.
When it flies. But anyway, we do have some behind the scenes for Ardyn. So Ardyn was designed by Roberto Ferrari around December 2010. First off,
that Ferrari?
Roberto Ferrari is oh my god, is it? He is an Italian artist working on the character designer at Square Enix. Okay,
no, so
not the Ferrari.
Just a coincidence.
He's Italian.
So that'd be cool. Yeah.
Tweaks to his initial design were made in January 2011. This would mean that he was created while the game was still known as Final Fantasy Versus 13, but Ardyn never appeared in trailers or other promotional material for it. Okay, that's fair.
There we go. He probably is tired of that joke, but he has the freedom to change his name, not have a very famous vehicle name.
There was going to be an Imperial General named Sapphire Roth, or Sapphirius, who was ultimately cut from the game. Preceding this, Ardyn's position was added as villain. Ardyn was unveiled at the E3 2013 trailer for Final Fantasy 15, where he is on the steps of the Rainy Citadel with Elenius Aldercroft holding an umbrella. This scene is not in the final game, but Ardyn is in with Leodis on the airship and gazes down on Insomnia in Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 has a scene where Ardyn and Ravis are in front of the Altizian Cathedral in rain, and Ardyn holds an umbrella, apparently based on the reveal scene from the original trailer. Ardyn often helps the party with his quote-unquote assistance, is meant to convey that he's not a typical Final Fantasy villain. Ardyn is uninterested in material conquest, but harbors a deep-seated hatred for the royal line of Lucius, and only assists Noctis and to inflict more torment to him. Ardyn's birthday is in April. In the Q&A session for episode Ardyn Prologue, the developers revealed that he chose April as the birth month for strong-willed characters because their birthstone would be Diamond. The characters who have their birthdays in April are Ardyn and Gladius. That's cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. That's kind of
Gladius
cool.
is pretty hard-headed.
Yeah. In Kingsglaive Final Fantasy XV, the likeness of Edward Saxby is used to portray Ardyn. Ardyn was given magenta hair as a reference to his Japanese voice actor, Kenji Futawara, who previously voiced red hair characters in various Square Enix games, such as Reno from the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, and Axel from Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Oh, got it memorized?
I knew you were going to say that. If you weren't going to say it, I was going to say it. But, and then episode Ardyn is a DLC episode focusing on Ardyn. Ardyn also appears as the main villain in episode Ignis, but the developers refrained from giving him too much lore there because they wanted to fully explain it in episode Ardyn. His stated motives slightly differ between the Japanese and English versions. In the former, he is mainly driven by self-preservation, and exacting revenge on Somnus's descendants is secondary to motive. While in the English localization, his desire to have revenge on Somnus and Noctis is the only thing that truly mattered to him. Similarly, in the Japanese version, he demands to know what being sacrificed a true king really truly means, while in the English version he instead demands to know why he must continue to suffer after all he has endured.
Second one makes sense.
The English version?
First one I don't understand. Yeah, the English version makes sense on that second, on that last part. Right
for all we know, it might be a culture thing.
Could be.
And then going into the voice, Ardyn is voiced by Dan DePaul in the English version, who initially thought that he was not right for the role, but his wife pushed him into auditioning. DePaul largely voiced him in the slight English, with a slight English accent. And then Ardyn is voiced by Kenji Fujiwara. In the Japanese version, he shares his voice actor with Reno from the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, Azuna Kunagiri from Final Fantasy Type 0, and Axel and Leah from Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh, look at that.
So, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you voice for Square, you're gonna voice a lot of Square properties.
You're gonna work.
You're gonna voice a lot. The amount of voice actors that are in Square Enix games that do more Square Enix games later on. I mean, look at Brianna White, Ben Starr, Cody Christian, I think is his name, the voice of Cloud. All three of them are, first off, 16 and 7. And then they're all three going to be in Final Fantasy Tactics. So there's a Cloud and an Aerith cameo. They're just called different characters. Like Aerith in the game is called Flower Girl, but it's clearly going to look like Aerith. Same as Cloud, but we don't know what Cloud looks like or what's he supposed to be. But like Ben Starr is voicing one of the major characters you deal with in Tactics.
I didn't even know the remake was going to be voice acted.
Yeah, it's fully remastered and they're fully voiced over. The entire game is fully voiced again. So like
the whole thing?
Again, the whole entire game is voiced.
That's crazy.
And it's like, oh, this is going to like, even if you played Tactics when it first came out, it's going to feel so much different because you're not reading the dialogue. You are physically hearing the voices and the acting behind it, to where you might get a lot more, emotionally intertwined with the characters, which is going to be great.
It's still got the similar animation style, right? It's just updated.
Yeah, it's just updated and it's a lot crisper, better high res and stuff. Like, check out the clips they restarted. Yeah, check out the clips. They just did a new trailer for Tactics during the Nintendo Switch Partners Direct they had this past week.
Yeah, they snuck up on everybody.
Nobody. Yeah, I didn't know about it. And the character that Ben Starr is voicing is in the trailer, and just hearing him voice a different character is kind of weird, but also it's like, okay, I can get behind this. But it's really cool. Definitely check that out.
I'm gonna have to play it.
Boxer, I did play the original, and I'm insanely curious. Yes, you will be curious, and you'll be playing it. So
I am very curious how they're gonna have that be like fully voiced while having that animation style. It's gonna be interesting.
I mean, it's just like any other. It's like, I can't remember. Is Octopath voiced at all?
I wouldn't know.
I don't remember if Octopath. Hey, anybody in chat, if you played Octopath, let me know, because I haven't played it in a while. Or I can just check Google. Every story seen in. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the Octopath is also voiced, which is it's that style, like 2D style, but it's still voice acted. You obviously you just don't see mouth flaps or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I'm
probably
excited.
for the best.
Meh. Wait,
Getting those lined up is not.
It's easier on the voice actors. Not dealing with flat movement for animation is fantastic. Now, granted, in video games, all the voices are recorded first and then they animate it. And then compared to vice versa with anime or something like that, where the animation's done first and then it's voiced. So.
Or Squid Game.
Where you have like actual like English dub translation of foreign language, which is just.
It's rough.
It's not going to be perfect. Period. It's just not, because it's not going to happen.
Show made me laugh more than it should have because of it.
Oh my god, I'm not surprised. But do you have anything else on Ardyn? Because I have nothing else on him.
No, nothing that wasn't already said. That was an extensive 2 episodes on him. He's there a lot, even if you don't see him a lot. He's there a lot. He's in the background.
Yep,
you have to play all the side stuff in order to learn about him.
Yep.
Or you could just listen to this, and we'll tell you all about him.
Right? Oh, and completely forgot to say this in the mid-break, but we have 1,000 followers on Spotify now. We hit the 1,000 mark on Spotify.
Love it.
And we're less than 5,000 downloads now from hitting 50K. So
shout out to Final Fantasy.
Hit the level up noise. There you go. That's for the 1,000 followers on Spotify.
Yeah.
So, but
we can't hear that noise until tomorrow night.
I can hear it because it's on my end, but
no, I mean like in the game.
In the game, I won't be able to hear that. Because as in 6 minutes, it'll be maintenance.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's going to happen. It is what it is. But, yeah. Well, everybody, thank you again for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. And may the crystals guide you. Listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, 0 tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.